All right, listen, when it comes to buying, selling, or renting an apartment in New York City, nothing can be harder or more frustrating. Would you agree?
Yeah, it's really bad no matter what.
Yeah, it's the lesser of many evils. Rents are at an all-time high. Inventory is at an all-time low. Finding a place to live in the Big Apple is difficult, to say the very least.
Yeah, so here to give us some tips and help us navigate the spring buying, selling, renting nightmare is Lisa Simonsen from Brown Harris Stevens. Welcome to the show. It's New York
Lisa,
Living. Thank you for being
So
here.
good to see you. Thank
It
you
is
for having
frustrating,
me.
but you are not a nightmare. You are a
I was
vision.
going to say,
No.
I don't want to
wearing?
take that personally.
Do not.
This is spring. I came to celebrate you
beautiful.
guys. So
Very,
good.
very nice. I like it.
Well, I'm glad you two have met.
Thank you,
Yes.
Candace.
Long-time
Nice.
friend.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, broad strokes.
Broad strokes.
Give us the real estate market in New York City, end of February 2025.
Hot, hot, hot. We actually, in the luxury market, saw the most contracts signed over $4 million in 3 years. So it's on fire.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are the specs of these 4 million? 4 million and up?
Yeah, $4 million. I mean, it's probably a 3-bedroom apartment. The new devs are, people do not want to do work. It started with COVID, but, people don't. They'll pay a premium not to do work, maybe, paint, but no one really wants to do work just because of the expense and the time.
They just want to walk in.
They want to walk in. They want
Okay.
turnkey, and they're going to pay a premium for that.
What should renters be aware of in the current market?
Great question. Renters, I mean, first of all, it's always important to align yourself with a great broker. Sometimes people think they should cut the broker out, but that's not a good idea because, stay in your own lane and let the experts try and make it not be a nightmare.
Right.
It's if you don't know what you're doing, you want to have a person, an expert, guiding you through the process. And, for rents, I'd say expand your neighborhood because sometimes people are so stuck on, I have to be here, but, expand what you're looking for and, get to know the neighborhood. Like, I don't know, do you have a dog? It's a great way to, like, meet people.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
borrow a dog, borrow a dog. But it's good to do your own research when you're thinking of where you might want to live.
I cannot imagine the intrepid human who's trying to do this without a realtor. I
No.
mean, it's...
No.
But you guys know...
But it's expensive with a realtor.
No, but see, I am so glad you said that.
Okay.
That's not true. It's not expensive with it. You're not spending more, and that's what people think.
Are you not?
No, you're not spending more.
How not so?
So are we talking about if you're...
Because you're giving a month's rent to a broker.
But, well, there's also no fee building, so
Okay.
it all depends. So, no, I think a lot of people think that. And also, I want to go back to your point that it's a nightmare, it's horrible, it's stressful. Well, think about all of that being taken away when you're aligned with a great broker. What price are you going to put on that? Come on now.
Whether you can afford it. I mean, it's really, really tough for a lot of folks.
To that point, will rents ever go down or cool off?
No, I don't believe they will. It's New York City.
Right.
When inflation goes up, the rents go up. So I don't see that happening.
Okay, well, let's talk about buyers and sellers. It's a buyer's market, seller's market,
Nobody's
market?
Definitely a buyer. It's a seller's market because the inventory is low. So if you're thinking of selling, this is definitely the time to get ready to list because the inventory is very low, and it's one of the reasons the market's so hot right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I met some realtors just last week. They rep some luxury buildings and such, and they were saying if you don't hear from your broker every week with an update, then you have a bad broker. Because I'm selling in Miami, and I haven't heard from my broker in like
No news is bad news. You haven't met
I'm
Lisa.
licensed, by the way. Okay? And actually, it's not even every week. I think you should be following up at least 2 or 3 times a week to check in with your clients. And even if there's nothing to say, you still want to hear from your brokers.
No, because no news is bad news. So at least
you need to be hearing.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, back up here in the 5 boroughs. There are some neighborhoods that are hot that we don't expect. Let's talk about some of these neighborhoods.
Well, this is a favorite topic for me because I'm an Upper East Sider, and for a while the Upper East Side was not cool.
Really?
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't for a while.
Even when Wheezy was there, the Jeffersons.
Exactly. It has not been hot the last few years, and it is definitely on fire.
Yeah.
And there are. Guess why the Upper East Side has made a comeback? Do you guys have any idea?
Subway.
The Second Avenue subway?
I mean, that
caused
was
some agita. Are there like some new hotspots up there?
There's incredible new restaurants that like take weeks to get in.
Right.
there are also private clubs which have become a trend. So
Private
there are
clubs,
incredible private clubs, great restaurants. It's safe, it's clean, it's charming. Yeah, the Upper East Side is definitely the spot right now.
When you
I
say
think.
private clubs, like a Soho club,
Yeah.
like a
Like a Casatua, have you been?
Excuse you.
Excuse-moi.
Like a zero bond?
And in fact, I just got my membership there, so
Oh,
you know,
okay.
in case.
All right.
I'm inviting both of you.
Let me clean up. Hold up. Okay. I did not realize that the Upper East Side had become unfashionable, but I'm glad for its glow
But it's
up.
Yeah,
fashionable
it's
again.
definitely the spot right now, as I said.
And it's becoming like the new downtown.
It's the new downtown. It's charming. You know, as I said, the
Are
restaurants,
there
the
bargains
clubs.
to be had on the Upper East Side?
I don't want to use the word bargain, but you want to find something that's a good value.
Yeah.
Okay.
So not necessarily a bargain. And I also want to say to the viewers, don't get discouraged, you know. And to your point of how we started it up being a nightmare, and I have to turn that around for both of you.
That's
but,
right.
you know, don't be discouraged. There's always a moment to get into the market, and there's always an opportunity.
Candace, you had a question about what are we talking about with the Upper East Side? Because I just learned
Yeah.
that there was a new neighborhood downtown that I was calling Tribeca, and it's no longer Tribeca.
Oh, what
It's
is it now?
something I've already forgotten.
Okay.
So what are the
Trilita?
parameters? What are the parameters of the Upper East Side?
I think of the Upper East Side from, you know, 59th to 60th to 96th Street.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Okay, to 96th Street.
And there's
basically
also-
where
yeah.
the subway goes, I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
Also.
Never a bad time to buy in New York.
Never a bad time.
Yeah, never a bad investment.
Never a bad investment. I mean, New York City, it's like, think of Frank Sinatra's song,
Right.
right? New York is never going anywhere. And I always say to people, if you think that it's, you know, it's dead, try to get into a hot restaurant.
Right.
You know, try to get your kids into certain schools.
Right.
New York is not going anywhere.
Thank
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank
Awesome.
goodness. Lisa, it's
Lisa-
always great to see you.
Always great. Thank you for having me.
I really appreciate
Yeah,
it.
so you're
Thank
coming
you.
to Casatua?
If we're invited by you.
Very let-
I better get my
Would I like
outfit
to
ready.
sing?
Yeah, of course, we're with Lisa. Come on,
Okay,
don't be
all right,
ridiculous.
we know Lisa.
All right. If you need a real estate agent, follow Lisa R. Simonsen on Instagram.